see how we do. Alright. What up, what up? We got the quick stream coming, how to improve rhyming. And I'm gonna get started here in a little bit. Man, Bati, hopefully I'm saying that right. What's up, good to see you. Big love from Pakistan, yes. I'll take that. Alright. Alright, here's how I want to start. I want to start it how I started normally. When we do the ciphers is with the rock ons and the gratitudes. And I'll make it happen like this. First I'm gonna save my bandwidth and then get the beat right. Let me see. Sweet. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Alright, hopefully this works. Nope, I'm beat snobbing already. Alright, let's go with this one. Alright, we'll kick it off like this. Off the top, real quick, with the live stream coming through, representing with the 1-2. Big shout out for this guy, Mr. Span, getting love all the way out in Pakistan. Yes, international, how we do. Have a good time as we rock with the venue, that be the home, that be the dome. And this is how I roam, like you Selly. But it's still kind of funky, bringing it back, man. Got you shaking like a monkey. I don't know what it means, just having a good time with the freestyle rhyme that I designed to move your spine and intertwine to a new galaxy, to dismantle the fear inside of me, the fear inside of G, as we come together to defeat the calamity as I be free upon the MIC. Anyway, getting back to the subject of gratitude, the thing that always keeps me in the good mood, cause good life to live. Just doing it to see how I can give more and more, explore these metaphors to put these rhymes together to expand the core as I break it down like a back door of a robbery. But now we on a shopping spree. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm having a good time just going off the ham, going off the man, going off the brain, going off the thing. I am not Dame, but I'm still crunch time though. As I spit this flow, have a good time elevating as I go. Feel the beat as it rocks to and fro with that boom in the bap. We bringing it back like it's late 90s, the old golden school. How you do, how they used to pull out the tools, but my tool has always been my mind, you see. Pencil the pad as I be the epitome. Have a good time. Anyway, man, it feels good, it feels good. All right, we'll get some air horns for myself. Yeah, all right, all right. All right, that's how I like to start these things, just to get my energy right. And regardless of how I judge it or what it is, when I freestyle, it's just fun. And when I'm having fun, I know I'm in a good space with it. So yeah, that's always the goal with me. It's just to stay in that joy space with it. And then as I stay in that joy space with it, I enjoy getting better. So then I start challenging myself with like different skills and improving different skills and different aspects of what I'm doing. So on today's quick stream, I'm gonna no longer than 30 minutes because I gotta go pick up my kid. But I will. I'm gonna talk about how to improve rhyming. I see that's like one of the most popular videos that of mine that keep getting watched recently, and I want to kind of give some new ideas on it. So that video was mentioned like if I knew how to pronounce it and what it means, of course I could rhyme it. But I want to just talk about how to improve the ability of rhyming. So let's start here first though. Let's start with the fact that when we talk about rhyming, we're talking about putting words that sound similar together, right? And when we're talking about the ability to improve our rhyming, are we talking about it for what purpose? Are we talking about it for in the act of freestyling, or are we talking about it in the act of rap writing? Because I think there's two different schools of thought depending on the purpose, right? So if so improving rhyming, I guess if I can think maybe a myth on it, I don't know. I wonder what people believe about how they go about improving rhyming. I think if you just keep rhyming, you'll improve to a point. But just like with anything, if you don't practice it deliberately, you'll find yourself in a rut where you're using the same rhymes over and over, and so they don't feel as inspiring or as creative to you. So I don't think you could just rhyme over and over and over to improve it. So I think that's one of the myths, is just if I just keep freestyling and keep rapping, then my rhyming will improve. It improves to a point, but not to a point where it helps you in the act of generating rhyme in the moment, right? And so when I think about freestyling and rhyming and improving it, what we're trying to work on is our ability to have options of rhymes to go to. That's what we want. When we get stuck, it's like the same word comes up. And I think even in that freestyle I just did, I was noticing some of my filler rhymes and filler phrases kind of appearing there. And the pace of the beat was a little bit quicker, right? So with a faster beat, there's less time to think, and thus less time to generate a different option. If your nerves are high, you might find that you're rushing your processing a little bit, and that'll cause you to kind of repeat the same phrases. So to improve rhyming, it always comes back to this idea of deliberate practice, right? Deliberate practice. And so if I'm breaking it down, like, what do I do now? So in the video, what I talked about, I talk about this idea of a rhyme scale, which I still use to this day, and it's kind of an intrinsic thing that I do. But it's basically taking the consonant sounds in kind of an alphabetical order and then combining them with vowel sounds, right? Now, I have, folks that I only speak English, but I have folks who speak multiple languages, but I still believe that the concepts are still similar, if not expanded, because other languages have utilized more sounds or different types of sounds for the words. But I would say any part of your word that is using your vocal cords essentially is where your rhyme is going to occur. That's as universal as I think as I can break it down. So if you start combining those open sounds that involve your vocal cords with those consonant sounds that are more like percussive, it's usually it could be like where you stop the airflow. You can combine those sounds with the open air sounds, and that's where your consonants and vowels are coming from, right? So that's about as universal as I can make it in my basic level of phonetics. So what you can do is go through, again, in English, the alphabet, right? I set it up in like this, right? And that's basically thinking about the consonants in that order. So B being the B, K is the hard C sound, K, B, D, D is the D sound. So you think about that, and then you combine it with the vowel sound of the other word. So let's say I have a word like, let's just say can, right? So going through it, B, and, ban, can, dan, bookadafuga, can, bookadafuga, san. Eventually, some of those are words, some of them are not words, and then all of a sudden it's like your linkage, because this is what you want. You want your ability to link a sound with other word possibilities in the moment, and that's what improves your rhyming. So when you practice those rhyme scales, right? And you can actually do it with some other ones, but I'm not going to talk about it here. If you practice that by itself, just picking a sound, a word, one syllable just to start, and just kind of going through and just noticing what words are appear, your brain will kind of like start making those associations, and then that's what becomes available to you in the moment, right? So that's one way to do it. And I think the principle is just associating words with other words that sound like that word. So if you don't want to do the rhyme scales, you can just do the so anytime you hear a word that's interesting to you, you immediately start thinking about what other words rhyme with it. And you don't try to make it into a bar. You could if that helps with the connection, but ultimately the rhyme is the most important thing that you're focusing on. So I'm looking at the word right now that's thinking, and so instantly I'm like thinking, inking, sinking, drinking, winking, and then and now I'm gonna get into stuff like slant rhymes, like seeing, being. So any word that I can just kind of list through my head and just kind of practice associating it with that word, that just builds that web of rhyming there for you. So you want to build the web of rhyme and the associations, the connections, so that when you're in the moment and you're like da 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 thinking, you have boom a lot of different options that can just pop up in your mind that you can use and go to, right? So let's see. Is there another way that I think about it? That's oh yeah, there's this way. So member of the community, homie of mine, Jermaine, aka Under the Influence, he started noticing the pattern of just like the ending sound, like just the way the words end. And I think one day I'll like, I don't know, I'm gonna have him explain it, and either I'll share a video or maybe stream with him or something to have him explain his concept. But like, and I actually started doing it in some of the rhyme banks. Actually, let me see if I might be able to demonstrate that real quick. So I'm gonna pull this up. All right. I gotta first find the rhyme bank that is set up for it. Yeah, okay, I should have that one. So you're gonna get an exclusive here. One of the rhyme banks that I haven't even displayed yet. So if you look at how, again, words end, and I'm doing this all from English, right? I would love to have a conversation about it in other languages because I'm fascinated by the differences of that. But if you look at like word endings, so in this case, we're going to look at the ending of, well, hold on, let me actually make sure it's, well, we're going to look at the sound of the short, it's like a short A sound, like ah. So like in arm. So the A sound in arm is what we're going to look at. But what you'll see in this rhyme bank that I'm about to load up here is that that sound is going to be, there's a lot of different combinations of word endings that still have that sound in it. And so if you can actually start learning the word endings that can make that sound, that can also improve your rhyming ability too, because now you actually have it's a little bit more like, it takes the rhyme scale concept where it's just kind of like combining sounds, and some of them are words, some of them are not words, and it just adds another level to it, to where like most likely when you combine the word endings with particular sounds, it will have it'll most likely generate a word. So again, if you practice this deliberately by itself, don't go into a freestyle session where you're trying to perform and maybe impress somebody and start practicing these techniques for the first time. Don't do that. Practice separately, really specifically focusing on this stuff, giving yourself grace because you're trying to expand your capability. And then when you go into the freestyle sessions, when you're actually trying to just connect and have fun and showcase what you can do, you'll be better prepared. So, all right, I'm gonna load this up real quick, and it's gonna take, it's gonna do a little thing where it takes me away, and then I'll be right back. So I'll draw on the music real quick, and I'll even keep my mic on. But I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. Where are you at? Where are you at? Not that. Here we go. So I'm gonna be like right back in like maybe 30 seconds. So let's do that. And I'm actually still here. Like I said, I just got to get the rhyme bank loaded up. And I'll actually even demonstrate the rhyme bank too once I get it going here. There it is. Okay. And I believe 35 is what I'm looking for. Yeah, so let's get that. All right. All right, right when the music ends too. Nice. All right, let me just make sure I'm able to set this up. Okay. I'll use this beat as well. So again, I'm focusing on the short A sound that is an arm, and I'm going to use this rhyme bank. It's rhyme bank number 35 that focuses on that sound. And what's going to happen is you'll see a couple words on the screen. I'm going to use those words in freestyle, and let me make sure. Yeah, it works. Okay. I'm going to freestyle with them, and you'll notice that it's going to be the same vowel sound all the way through, but you're going to see a lot of different word endings that you can use. So this is a way to really expand your rhyme vocabulary beyond just like those perfect rhymes where they all end the same, and then have a lot of different places to go. So again, practice this deliberately, literally use these rhyme banks to practice it, and then all of a sudden your ability to associate these rhymes will quickly be there when you need them. So let me back this beat up. I'm gonna turn it up just a hair. Hopefully you'll still be able to hear me. And actually I'm gonna go to a different beat just because this one has that break in it. Though I like the breaks, I want it to bump all the way through. I'm just not feeling this one right now. I'm gonna go to a different one. Original beat snob right now. Okay, you know what? See, I got picky. All right, we're gonna go back to this one. All right, let's do it. And oops, let me get to where I need to be. Where'd you go? All right, I just gotta get my thing in front of me. All right, we're good. All right, we'll do it like this, and yeah. So you don't need to twist my arm. I'm coming through as I will assist with the charm. Make a loud noise, you cannot honk. I'm over here praying like I was a monk, but if I get too loud, I'll keep calm. Get my hands together like it's the palm, the psalm I read. Out trying to depart, I keep on playing these hearts like a guitar, and it's wild, it's bizarre. So you can put this story in your memoir. It's another place for you to embark. Once you leave there, plant the flag, leave a landmark. But I hit you with the upper jaw, and it's now your final supper call. I got violent. I guess that's martial law. Is that how they do it in Arkansas? Maybe so, maybe not. That might be my tragic flaw. But I will not give you a frantic pause, because silence is the way that we move, and that's the way that we rock as we show and prove. All right, so that is the Rhyme Bank 35, y'all. And so you can kind of see it. I'll just break it down a little bit. So the sound, again, is that short ah sound in the arm. So you can have that with the AW, the tragic flaw. You can also have it in pause, right? So the PAUS. So it's like noticing the pattern of how these words end, but still give you that same sound. You can now expand your rhyming vocabulary beyond just the same things. So again, jaw and call, right? That it's not the most complete rhyme, but it's a slant rhyme. And so in your head, you can start thinking about, okay, so if I combine the AW with like I saw with the ALL, okay, Paul, like a pallbearer, right? So it just, again, expands your mind. And the whole point is just to be thinking about practicing this so that you can associate like sounds and like words together so that it's more available to you. So you practice deliberately, you practice you practice, and you can use these rhyme banks to where like you get to have these words in front of you, because again, as you use them in different ways, that's what allows them to get engrooved into your brain, and then they'll be available to you when you don't have the words in front of you. So that is that's what I think about improving rhyme, at least the 2024 quick stream edition. And there's some other things you can do. There's some other things you can do to improve rhyming as well, which is like do the writing practice. I think you can find things online about like kind of creating rhyming grids and things like that. You write 4 words across the top and then write like 4 rhymes that go with each word. Those are all excellent ways, because as you are generating rhymes and writing them down or speaking them, you're creating the groove within your brain to make those associations so that so your rhyming will be better, right, in the moment that you need it. Because even when rap writing, you don't want it to just stop and then go into like have to always go to like Rhyme Zone or something like that to find a rhyme. Nothing against it, I use it, but sometimes to be able to stay in the creative flow, it's nice to just have that skill of rhyming there for you, so you can know that you'll get the rhyme of the word that you need when you need it to keep the flow going. And then rap writing, you can come back to it, so you can revise and all this stuff. In the freestyle, you got a choice, either this or that in the moment, but there's no going back and editing it or changing it. You could just say it again if you need to say it again. So all right, I think that's gonna be it. Like I said, quick stream for me, and I'm gonna be back Thursday around the same time, just because it's part of me being committed to showing up in this space, and just really believing in this concept of just helping people grow and heal and all that stuff through the power of rap. So I just want you to rap more, flow more, grow more. And to that end, there'll be I think it's in the description already. Yeah. And I'm a man, Pati. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Thank you for rocking with me too. Matter of fact, let me see if I can do it real quick, because I'm gonna talk about this right now. So for all those people who are like, who struggle with just self-doubt and just notice that anytime they go to create something, there's just that voice that's just like always doubting that if they can do it. I created this book. It's called Fearless Freestyling. It's a short book, short read, that is really designed to just get you through that perfectionism, right? Get you freestyling, get you finding your voice. Because once you can find your voice, then a lot of other things will just flow for you. So it's the link's going to be in the description, so check that out. And for those who are rocking with me right now live, I'm going to hook you up. Matter of fact, I'll do it this way. You gotta email me, cause I think I'm playing with the new software right now, but I think I can make it work. Hold on. Next time will be smoother. Let's see. Fearless. So it's gonna be Fearless Freestyling at DesmondSpan.com for free copy of, I'll just say new book. Let's see, and all right, we'll do it that way. Add banner. Will it show up? Boom. Hopefully it's there. Hopefully you can see it. So y'all, if y'all email me, I will send you the link to the book so you can check it out. Love your feedback on it. It's my hope that if the vibe is right, if people are feeling it, we can develop it into a course or a challenge, because I think it's one of those things that I'll just say for me personally, like once I discovered the ability to freestyle, it became a tool, not just for my creativity, but became a tool for me to practice the courage in dealing with fear, because you're always battling the unknown when you're freestyling. But there's a way to do it where it doesn't turn into self-doubt when you don't necessarily execute it the way that you planned, right? To get you out of perfectionism. So yeah, so email me, y'all, and I'll get you a copy of that. But if you don't get the free copy, it's fine. It's only $7, so it's not super expensive. And as for those of you who have some ability in rapping and you're struggling with the self-doubt, that voice in your head that's just always like doubting everything you do, I think this will help you out with that. So and it's a living ebook, so anything that I do, any way that I improve it, you'll automatically have access to. So just because that's helps me get past my perfectionism, right? Because things can always improve. It doesn't have to be one and done perfect the first time. So your first stream, hey, welcome. Let's see. What are some techniques and things you do for rhymer's block? Yeah, I'll honestly say maybe kind of go back and I don't know how long you've been watching, but check the replay on this, because I'm gonna have to get out of here in a couple minutes. But practice rhyming deliberately on a technical piece of it. But any block, just to be straight up with it, is gonna be more 80% psychological, right? Like that's where the block mostly comes from. Like we all run into limits to our ability with rhyming or creating, but to turn it into a block, that's something about what we're believing about ourselves. And as with everything, it usually comes down to fear. Like there's something that you may not be aware of that you're kind of like, oh, they might judge me, or this might happen. But once you realize that, that's not dangerous, then you can just risk it, keep trying, keep expressing, and then all of a sudden you're not blocked anymore. You're just learning and growing. You're just learning how to rhyme better. So that's the root of it. And there's some techniques to be able to give you those quick wins, to be like, oh, yes, boom, more ideas, right? So I try to give you a little bit of both, but the real work is in the brain, in the mindset. So yeah, appreciate y'all for being here. And like I said, I'll be here again Thursday about the same time. I don't know what I'll talk about until I talk about it, which is the essence of freestyling. But yeah, I appreciate you, and I'm just kind of seeing if there are many different forms of rhyme scheme you can use. Oh yeah. There was a way there to a clap. There might be a way to do some. I'm not necessarily doing like feature collabs, but we may. I don't know. Yeah, I won't put it out there yet, but in the real short future, I want to have a way for. I want to hold open ciphers, so where folks can like hop on and we can just trade some fours, trade some eights. You can get some solos. So that's that. So yeah, well, I appreciate that. But yeah, so if you need that, and like I said, for being here, email me. I got you on a copy of it to get it out there. And like I said, it's just $7 if you don't get the free email. So I just want the information to get out there. I want you to grow more and I want you to flow more. That's the whole point of this, whole point of Rhyme Masters, whole point of Growth Rap. And yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm gonna try to do let's do a classic. I got folks here, all right? You want to put words in the chat, and I'll see what I can do. You're gonna give me something in Hindi, and I will take it if you give it to me. And please forgive me if I just butcher the pronunciations, because I don't I don't speak it. I don't speak it. And thank you, appreciate it. Is it Killac or like Kill AK, or can I just call you 3500? Is that cool? All right. Are you cool with words in the chat? We'll do a little freestyle to get out of here, and then I'll catch y'all Thursday. Congratulations is the word. All right, I'll roll with that first. Okay. All right, here we go with the flow, and here we go, and yeah, doing a classic freestyle, words from the rap trap. It's just deluxe, aka Desmond Span with put a book out. Congratulations, it's a celebration. Like I was not Slick Rick the ruler, but I was somebody that's much cooler. Like I was searching for that name. Maybe it's Prince, or maybe it's somebody by another fame. Oh, it's Rick James. I knew it would come connect soon. Sometimes when you get old, it takes a while for the thoughts to come to connect, to manifest. But I will stay with it because I never disconnect. I never operate from a place of regret. So I let you know as we drive kinda slow, like past those bumping in the Honda. Let you know, shouts out to those who love Donda. That may not be my cup of tea. I like Kanye West back in early 2Gs, cause not trying to get into that. I hate rap politics. I just rather talk shit, rather just let my style emit and glow as I go off the top, off the roof, faux show. And I let you know how I be sweeter than that candy, representing like I was Kevin Gates. Do I even know that name? I don't know, so I won't hate. I'll just put it in the air and say much respect, dude, and blessings to your life no matter what you do, because you can be a crook or you can be a superhero. They will still come at you and try to get you to be that. Get your De Niro and try to get your dough, trying to keep you cooking in the restaurant for show. So I'm cooking from the line, I'm cooking from the mind. I'm trying just to do the thing that moves the spine, to get up, get out, and get something. Anyway, that's the end of the beat. I'm applause for myself. So sweet. Anyway. All right, I appreciate y'all. We will end on that note, and I will catch you in the next one. As always, genius over doubt. Deuces will let the beat play as, we account for the delay. And when the rhymes start, you just can't stop. All right, so I'll catch y'all next time, Thursday, about the same time, 2:30. All right, appreciate y'all.